The next speaker is Naresh Gujral.
Sir, the government is rightfully very keen to ensure total transparency and accountability in these three institutes. Sir, as our economy has grown in recent years, so have the frauds in the corporate sector, whether it's banks or corporates or exchanges. And there is a view that a lot of these frauds could have been prevented had the chartered accountants been more vigilant, and these auditors are to be blamed. And I fully support the government that those who were responsible for it must get punished expeditiously, and the punishment should be very strong so that it serves as a deterrent to other chartered accountants in this country. Sir, in fact, I feel this should be a wake-up call for the institutes. They have been lax. They have taken a long time in trying to discipline their members, and I do hope that they will now also start looking inwards. Sir, however, it would be wrong to blame only the CAs for the corporate frauds that have taken place. It has been done with the connivance of the board of directors of these companies. I would say in many, many cases, whether it was SEBI or whether it was RBI, the regulatory framework had failed our country, and that also needs to be looked at very, very expeditiously. Sir, obviously, this bill, in order to discipline the CAs and others, is bringing in disciplinary boards. And many of my distinguished colleagues have spoken about it, including Mr. Prabhu. I don't want to be repetitive. All I can say is, sir, that when you have 5 members in this board, I would urge the Honourable Minister to make it a balanced board and make it 6. And the chairman should be somebody who's proficient with the subject, somebody who has domain knowledge of this subject. And I would urge you, madam, that even if you appoint the deputy CAG as a chairman, I think everybody would be satisfied because there will be some domain expertise there. So I hope that the government would relook at it and make sure that, like the medical councils or like the law council, the CAs also receive their due justice. Sir, in the end, I would say that the Honourable Minister has been working very hard to bring in ease of doing business in this country. But one minor point which I have brought up before also has probably escaped her notice, in regard to the company secretaries. Sir, there is a strange law in this country that if you have a company with a paid-up capital of 10 crores, earlier it used to be 5 crores, then whether this can be a holding company, for example, there is a 10 crore company which owns one flat in Delhi or Bangalore or wherever, does no other business, but by law, it is supposed to have a company secretary full-time on its rolls. I don't understand the logic behind it. So I do hope that the minister would relook at it and change this and link it with turnover. If the company has a turnover of 10 crores, 50 crores, 100 crores, you can decide. But to have a full-time company secretary sitting idle the whole year makes no sense at all. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Gujral. The next speaker is Narayan Das Gupta.